3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. 3 times over, boy.
Wake up, thank God, kiss my wife, hug my dog, and get great love. In this life, I'm confident and I stand tall. Check for customers, missed calls, head to the bathroom stall. Mirror, mirror that's on the wall, don't say a thing, just let me ball. Today's the day that I want it all, no hesitation, no pause or stall. Made my meditation on money making, exceed beyond the thoughts of the lost. Through the dedication of education, I see the secret financial laws. Boy, I'm in the matrix and it feel contagious. This is inclinations of a real life boss. I manifested my thoughts, I plan invested in bought. I stand erected and taught, directed methods that lost. With introspective impulse, I corrected imminent loss. It was meant effective in cost. Man, I make assessments in golf with many lessons business had brought. Every single blessing that I came across was finessed with the message that the game taught. Gotta be the best or get lost, so you end up in a mess, so stressed and pissed off. If you pass the test, then destiny costs me to go ahead and flex the best that you floss, and that's that. Green mask, green gloves, green hat, green truck, green grass, green bucks, green stacks, green duck. Green mask, green gloves, green hat, green trucks, green down, green dove. You can call me the green plug. Green mask, green gloves, green hat, green trucks, green grass, green bucks, green stacks, green duck, green backs, green gloves, green mask, green glove, green down, green dove. You can call me the green plug.
Welcome to South City, St. Louis.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am Larry with ljjlawncare. Thank y'all for tuning in. Look, I got something to actually talk about today. So the other day, someone dropped down in a comment. This was an average Joe, and I'm not being funny. That's what he referred to himself as. Average. He's just an average Joe, okay? Don't make fun of him. That's just his perception of himself. No big deal. He's not extraordinary. He's just look at himself as average. And he basically said, watching one of my videos, he was saying that all we talk about as lawn care providers is raising our prices and what we won't do. So I'm not enlightened at the time that that's what transpired on these lawn care channels. I haven't heard nobody talk about raising their prices or anything. That's something that I said. You know, I'm talking about what I'm doing. I'm sharing with my audience what I'm gonna do. You know, trying to help the industry out. So after he said all we talk about is raising prices and what we won't do, what's going to end up happening is that we won't have any more customers in this industry. So let me say this right fast. That ain't how my reality works in this business. And from most of the comments that I get below, that's not how it go. When one customer goes, 2 or 3 comes. That's what it's been with my world. You know, if I drop a customer or a customer drop me, here come 2 or 3. I'm just being honest with you. And then when you full, it's like that on steroids. You know, you can only take who you can. So let me get to the point here about this. I want to say this. I want to share this. I was obliged to actually explain to this average Joe individual with all love that most people in lawn care are afraid to raise their prices. I'm just being 100% real with you. A lot of people are afraid to raise their prices because they are concerned about losing their customer. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna tell you 2 things. My reason why I raised my prices, I'm gonna tell you. I only been in business for 5 years, y'all. Setting a price for a property was always a challenge, a difficulty. I didn't know what I was doing. I used natural pricing, meaning that I just go off of what I assumed that would make me feel good and all these things, right? So when you hear me saying I'm going up on a price with a property, one or 2 things, or maybe even 3 things transpired. One, when I set the price, and this probably goes for a lot of us, when we set the price, we didn't include little obstacles or things that will make the job a lot more, you know, harder. That's one. That's a reason why we raise our prices. I really truly believe that a lot of people make a mistake when they set their price for the line, and that's what transpired. That's what happened to me. I'm only speaking for myself. You know, in this business, you be dealing with customers that you literally started with. You have to learn you got to make a lot of mistakes, and you got to learn from your mistakes. And I know for a fact, you know, from not from, I want to say that stage is done of accidentally setting the wrong price, but I made a price. I did that this year. You know, but I went up instantly, fast. It was like, hey, I just gave you a one-time service. If you want to stay on the schedule, you know, it's going to be this price. Yeah, that's not, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Whatever you say your price is, that's what it should be. I'm just being honest. For me, on the other hand, it might, hey, if I make a mistake, I don't stay there long at all. You know, this is not a contractual agreement. I've had customers, say that they're going to stay with me until October, and I didn't raise prices, and they still dropped in the summer or whatever. Things happen, so it is what it is. It's like, you know, you get what it is what it is. You get what you get. So what I'm trying to say, most importantly, I'm trying to say that it's best to set the price right the first time, period. That's what I have to say about that, because then you will be going over your schedule like me, and raising prices. Now, that's one of the reasons, because I messed up on setting my prices. Have you guys ever messed up? Is this similar? Do this feel familiar to y'all or to the average Joe? Does that feel familiar to you? Do you stay in that position, feeling unpaid, unsatisfied, not getting paid enough? You deal with it and you bite down and you do everything they tell you to do, and because from my understanding, what you said is we always say what we won't do, and we are a bunch of pansies, basically a bunch of weak men. So hey, all right. So that's one of the reasons. Drop down below and let me know, y'all. Is that one of the reasons why you go up on your prices? I know it's sad, but hey, like I said, I'm new to business, 5 years. And the reason why I'm saying that this situation should be cleared up by now with me, but it's not, only because you would get a customer. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Customers that I get be staying with me. They stay with me for a long time. Like when I say a long time, I'm talking about season after season after season after season. So it'd be like, oh, okay, I need to correct this. I need to correct that. I need to correct that. Okay, so boom. There you go. That's one reason why, you know, I might find myself raising the price. The second reason is because the price last year is not what the price is this year. That's the second reason that I go up on my prices. Now, for the average Joe, who said that, you know, that all we talk about is raising prices. Do you not raise your price? The price that you given somebody 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago? Do you just deal with that and just give them that same price all the time? I want to know that. Do any of y'all do that? Do any of y'all give the same price? I mean, give the price and just let it go for the rest until that person either croak or they leave their property, or until whatever happens, your truck break down or anything, you end up going out of business. Is that what y'all do? I don't do that. I'm just not built like that. When I'm in a position, I'm in a bind or whatever, I have to fix the problem, and that is the way to fix it. I raise the price. A lot of times, I'm gonna tell you what happened also. I told y'all that the next year price is different than this year. Everybody knows it, that join my scale. Anybody that deals with me knows that my prices may vary. If you read the whole quote, you will see that in the end that my prices go up. They don't go down. They don't, they don't stay the same all the time. They vary. They go up. You know what I'm saying? Very much go up. So, with that being said, it's important to understand that I'm going to go up on my prices, either one or two reasons. One, it's time to go up. My prices last year is not the same as my prices this year. That means that I go up across the board. And through God's grace, I have to say this through God's grace, because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I done went up so many times on different properties, on the same property. I have a customer that started off with $50 bi-weekly, and now they're $65 bi-weekly. I just went up last week on this customer. It was a corner lot. I was just getting started. I've been cutting this grass for $50 bi-weekly, right? Cutting the yard for $50 bi-weekly. And I went up to 55 the next year. Then I went up to to 60. Then I went up to 65. I have to correct these errors. You know what I'm saying? There's customers that only have fronts and backs that my prices is $60 now. Someone might have a front and a back, and they only paying $55 bi-weekly. You get what I'm saying? So I have to fix my prices across the board. That means that, listen, about time I'm raising my prices on a customer, let me tell you what transpires. It doesn't even matter whether the customer stay or not. That's not even a thought in my head. You know, I'm hoping that they stay. Sometimes it'd be like, I hope they don't. they find someone else. And in that case, that is either the customer, you know what I'm saying, slow paying customer, something's weird about their property that I don't like, something they added to the property that made the mow more difficult. So it's like, hey, I'm going up this $5, and if you want to drop me, I understand. But I'm gonna tell you something. This is the truth. The Lord is my witness. Out of all the times that I've raised prices, only 2 customers have ever dropped. And this is out of 5 years of being in business. I've raised prices on everyone. Everyone that's been on my schedule have gotten their price raised for cutting their grass. And only one customer two customers had dropped. One of them tried to get back on the schedule, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all what's real. I don't know other people's experiences with raising prices. Average Joe, I really don't know. This is my experience, and I'm gonna tell you something. Another thing, if you will have and share that same experience and not be afraid of raising prices, if you will actually give out a good amount of quality, a nice cut. Short blades. This is just a tip for you. Use some short blades when cutting grass. Some people don't sharpen their blades for about a good 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm only cutting right now about 30 yards a week, bro. And I sharpen my blades at least one time a week. When I say at least, that's what I mean, at least. Sometimes I might sharpen it twice. If I ain't got nothing to do, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen these blades. But that gives out a good quality mow. Short blades. And learning the art of string trimming. You know, once you learn the art of string trimming, you will actually, your customers will automatically value you. Give out some sharp, crispy edges. I'm just telling you the truth. You know, blade edge. Give out a mass amount of quality where once you hit the block and you cut the yard, everybody within about what's this? Okay, say I cut this yard right here. The person across the street can see it. Person next door, another person next door, another person across the street can see it. When you put on a show, when you cut grass, and it leaves a profound curbside appeal on the property where it increases the value, a lot of customers ain't quick to drop. I didn't raise my prices, and I'm telling you, when I first started doing it, I was afraid, like you may be, Average Joe. I was afraid a little bit. But, you know, about time I'm raising the price, no lie. If I'm raising the price, it doesn't matter whether a customer stays or goes. And when I say that, I'm saying that I've already made up my mind. I'm not finna cut the yard again unless the property, unless this customer agree to paying me the amount the new amount that I'm asking for. So yeah, y'all, this is Larry with the LJJ Lawn Care. Thank y'all for watching this. If you haven't already, put them L's in the building, letting me know that y'all here, y'all stayed. I know these videos getting longer and weirder, but hey, it is what it is, man. This is what is appealing. This is what's working for, you know, the monetization of YouTube. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, y'all. Drop some comments below and let me know what y'all think. Are you afraid to raise the price on your customer because you're afraid of losing the customer? Some people are so afraid that they don't even want to say certain things. Like, let's say, hey, I had a customer, it was a bench blocking the back gate for me to get my Toro Pro line in. Love this customer, y'all. This is my number one customer. I'm like, hey, I understand if she don't want to stay on the schedule because I'm not finna push that backyard no more, knowing that I can get my Toro Pro line in the back of it. So I text messaged her. I let her know. I said, hey, I will not be able to service your property no more unless you allow me to move your bench. It was a big bench out the front gate. She called me and let me know. She said, Larry, I want you to continue cutting my grass. That was, like I said, this is my number one. And we have those in Lawn Care, in case you don't know, Average Joe. We have number one customers. You know what I'm saying? We have a few number ones. You know, ain't nobody really number two. Either you number one or you just like, you know? But yeah, she said, yeah, I want you to stay. If you can move that, then go ahead, move it. And I said, okay. And I moved it to the center of the field. And that's where it was at since then. So I'm just telling you, man, some people will be afraid of that. Some people will be afraid. Like I wasn't afraid, but I was just like hesitant to ask a customer one time, hey, can you pick up the poop that's in the backyard? Because I didn't lost a customer before. But again, if I'm asking you to pick up poop out of the backyard, at this point, it really doesn't matter whether you stay or go. You get what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. That's the psychology and reality of my experience in Lawn Care. I know I might be a little bit different than a lot of other people, but there is a whole bunch of OGs in the comments. There's a whole bunch of people that's been in this game for a while, who has abundance of experience, who can say the same thing or share their experiences on the comments about this thing. Like, serious, about raising prices. What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell. Shadow, we online, bro. We live online, bro. Say what's up to everybody. Boy, you was sleeping. Shadow, listen, if you got employees like this, y'all, sometimes you gotta fire them. I'm just being honest. You just gonna let them sleep on the job? That's crazy. Go on back to sleep, bro. Go to bed. Anyway, we finna get started with this property right here. Oh man, I know that y'all like, is you still in? Yeah, I'm still south, y'all. This look like a straight up county, bro. But yeah, this property is 55 bi-weekly. And yeah, I'm about to get started. I need to wash my truck. I'm just being honest with y'all. This mug needs to be washed. It's been washed once this year since I started. Shoot, when I gotta wash my truck, man, I gotta take this rail off, which it ain't much to do, but man, it's a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? After working, my legs be all tight. Do y'all still get tight in y'all legs? I mean, I'm a lot stronger than what I was when I first started. I'm not messed up like that, but I am messed up. After cutting 3 days, I be done. Yep. This is a really simple yard. Yeah, this is going to be a real simple yard, y'all. There's not really much to it for real. Say, hey, child, are you up now? You up now? That's what's up, boy. That's what's up. Like, yeah, I'm up, man. You know I'm on my job.
still finna lay back down and go back to sleep, but you know, it's all good. I got you. I'm gonna make sure everything is good. Ain't nobody finna take none of this stuff. My dog got big, didn't he, y'all? He got straight bigger. But yeah, I'm cutting everything today at a 3. Yeah, it's been some weird weather. So look, with the blower, I believe this customer be coming back home a lot, but yeah, I just place it up here in the rocks. Try to keep the blower out the way. That's what I try to do. A lot of y'all, oh, didn't mean to do that. Will just mow first and then grab your string, you know, take your mower back, then grab your string trimmer, trim, and then take your trimmer back, and grab your blower and blow. Man, I just can't do it, bro. I can't do that. So yeah, this is the most difficult part. Open up that gate. Yeah, so this is a real hill, by the way. It's a slope. If it was wet, you gotta be careful because you could run down here and run out into the streets. If usually a car be parked right here, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. So yeah. Yeah, he threw the paper. Yep. Yeah, I'm a paper boy. That's that for that. So what the heck is that? Bird picking up something. Yeah. I don't really worry about this right here. Yeah. This is all the other side of the property, man. So yeah. Simple. A lot of rocks. Boy, there's a lot of rocks out here. All right. All right. Yep. I'm gonna tell y'all something. My wife was at Dollar Tree and the car wouldn't start. See, this is one of the second to last yards I cut for the day. So I went to Dollar Tree and started up the car for her. And now I'm working backwards. Cause since I'm over in that area, I'm gonna start right there. Cause yeah, see, I got grass over here. This get blown out too then. Let's see. reason why I was bringing that up, that I had to stop what I was doing and go help her out, get the car started, is because when you have your own business, it's up to you. When you have your own business, it's up to you. You got to keep your stuff going. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? I have time to get stuff fixed, to do stuff. I'm not on somebody else's schedule. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's a lovely thing. I ain't gonna lie, to be free to do that type of thing. Yep. Prepare yourselves for the back. Big turds, yeah. Big turds. What's the word? Let's get it started, y'all. Yep. Such an easy property though, yeah. Yeah. I could have hit this wire, almost had hit this wire. That would have probably wrapped up inside the mower. Glad that didn't happen. Yeah, that's it for that, yeah. And, you know, customer need concrete weed treatment. You know, you can only offer, you can't force yourself up on a customer. They need concrete weed treatment. They don't care about the leaves being picked up. So that's it. All I need to do is blow, but I can't go without doing this, though. This me. It's just me. So yeah, good customer. No paying issues. In and out. If y'all know me, still gotta do this, y'all, at the end of the day. I ain't gonna sweat it too bad, but I need to do it. Need this stuff, you know. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But y'all know I can't do it, man. It's just not in me. A lot of rock. So let's be careful. It's windy. Windows around here. I wouldn't. Just taking a little bit off. Like I said, concrete weed treatment. That'll help out a lot. A lot being done for $55, eh? Yeah, I will go over it and mulch it, man, but that's just too much poop. So we'll figure out something else. Yeah, try not to do nothing for free. Yeah, it'd be hard not to do something for free when you see certain things, you know. You shouldn't impose your will on your customers. Sometimes it'd be like, man, I'm gonna do this. I can't stand it. Serious, but if you're a good businessman, you won't do it, bro. See, I'm a little weak. Sometimes I gotta do something, man, here and there. You know what I'm saying? Can't just leave it looking a certain way. But yeah. Them leaves in the back. Blowing out the side. That's extra. I know I had put the leaves on the grass. That's fine, man. It's not a big deal. Like I say, when it's poop on the ground, man, it's like almost like whatever. You know? That's real talk. So yeah, this is Larry with LJJ Lawn Care. Thank y'all for watching. Congratulations if you own your own business and you are a businessman. You great at it. They say most lawn care providers are the greatest of businessmen. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, hit that bell. Peace.
Crazy how I came up in this game and then I ran amok. It's Larry Johnson Jr., LJJ Lawn Care, all on them trucks. I stand insanely on it, bro. I love to gain a customer. I mainly maintain what I must. I earn their trust off of the bucks. I'm blessing them with beauty cuts and placing them on YouTube, cause I'm trying to get subscriptions up. I'm driven by ambition, bro. I'm all about integrity. You should never compare to me unless you wanna see how deep your insecurity can be. I'm rolling solo in these streets and all I know is to live free. I'm full of peace, but when it comes to lawn care, boy, I am a beast. I never leave until it's clean. I get them weeds and everything. I throw some seeds and motion leaves and trim them trees and charge them fees. And yes, I am the king of string. I said exactly what I mean. You see the way I do my thing. Them edges squared and crispy clean. Then if you haven't did it yet, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And best believe that LJJ Lawn Care is gonna be right there.